Okay, now I can go live. What the heck is going on here? I got cords all tangled up. I don't know what's going on. Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me make sure this is working. Yep, that's working. That's working. Okay. Throw my coat on, my hat and gloves, and we'll get out the door. I'm gonna wear my vest today so that I can take my extra battery just in case we decide to go for a long way today. But who knows? Who knows how far we'll go? But we're gonna take it anyways. I could go 5K or I might go 12 miles. Who knows? I don't know what we're gonna do. Be prepared for whatever. It's so cold out there that I'm not gonna take water because it'll freeze. What the heck is going on here? Your vest was all wrapped around like not gonna let me put my arm through. Okay. I don't know what's going on with that. And I don't know, I should wear sunglasses, I guess. We'll take them. I found my mittens, so my hands should stay warm. I need to unlock my watch so that I can start it. Okay, well, let's get going. It is only 19 degrees outside. But the weird part is the real feel says it's like 28, which makes no sense to me because it's never warmer for real feel in the wintertime here. But I guess we're gonna see what it's actually like out there. Oh, crap. Well, before we go, everybody, you're gonna have to refresh your screen as soon as I lose you, because I forgot to jump off the Wi-Fi. Okay, I'm back. Now, I lost everybody. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, YouTube doesn't, like, as soon as I jump off of Wi-Fi, YouTube has like a blurb of like 5 seconds. Twitch, for some reason, takes forever. So I don't know what the deal is. Why Twitch takes like over 30 seconds, and so it, for whatever reason, even though I'm literally like, it connects. Okay, we're back. It looks like we're back. Good. I don't know why Twitch has issues whenever I have to jump off of Wi-Fi, because I can see that it does disconnect for like 3 seconds on my side as it has to jump onto cell signal. But when I look at the stream manager, it actually, it's like a 30-second break for some reason. Don't know why. As far as Twitch is concerned, it actually restarts my whole stream. Which is why the Stream Elements thing telling me that I'm live just popped up. It's like, no crap, I know I'm live. Why do you have to tell me that? Figure out how to turn that off. Okay, and we're going to change the camera angles here really quick so I can put my glove on. I'm going to start my watch. About anything, and we're gonna get going. Ooh, it is brisk. It is brisk out. We're gonna go and should have worn my other jacket, I think, but maybe I'll be okay. Once I get moving, I should be okay. But it is chilly out here. I think we're gonna run our route where I climb up to La Grande over to Montana Wild, and then we'll figure out what we want to do, if we want to just run back or if we want to continue on somewhere. We'll figure it out. It's a nice little break. I did run a few times. Nothing's a lot over the break, but I just really wanted to spend time with a friend. So and I really didn't feel like running, so I was not going to go out of my way to run. Let's just put it that way. It was nice to have that little break. I keep moving the gimbal up, and it keeps going back down. It's like, I don't want to see the ground. We're going uphill, so it needs to be up a little bit higher so you guys can see everything. It is nice and like that sun. I can really tell that sun does make it feel warm, so that's probably why the real feel is 28 degrees or whatever it said. 10 degrees warmer than what it actually is. Oh man, I have stinky gas going on right now. Stinky gas. I wonder if when I fart like that, if my butt, if like steam comes out of my butt. Since it's so cold. I should have put my sunglasses over my hat because now the cold air is getting into my ears. But, here we go. In order to fix it, I'd have to take my gloves off and everything. Was any other year or any other circumstances, there's a reason why I'm sticking around right now, but if it wasn't for that, I'd be further south right now. In fact, I think, yep, this is Holder. Like last week, not a big deal because it was kind of chilly down in like southern Arizona, but I think it's supposed to get back up into the 70s, high 70s, maybe low 80s this week. Oh, that'd be nice. But it's okay. I would guess and say that I will probably, there might be a couple week period where I might leave here in December, but for the most part I'll probably be here through Christmas, unless the weather makes a dramatic change. And by that I mean not warmer. If it gets warmer, I'll say. I mean, as far as leaving here, if it gets really super cold with lots of snow, then I will be not staying here. Oh, this hill is doing a number on me this morning. It's doing a number on me. I need to fix these glasses if I can. I'm gonna set you guys down because I can't do this one-handed. Okay, fixed my glasses. So now I won't have the cold air going straight into my ear canals because my sunglasses are pushing my hat away from my face. I haven't warmed up yet, so my legs feel like freaking lead balloons tied to the ankles. Running straight up a hill right away. Oh man. Plus it's always harder, for me anyways, to breathe when the air is cold like this. Might tomorrow maybe or the next day I might run. I need some mountain therapy, so I might run up it. It looks like the north morning looks like the wilderness area up in the gates of the mountains. It's still relatively free of snow, so I might go out there. Just I've got some miles in the morning, and then I kind of want to do Helena Ridge as well, but I don't know, we'll see. If I go Gates of the Mountains, it'll be only like a 8-9 miles run, where if I go Helena Ridge I'll get 15-16. Both are relatively free of snow right now, and looking at the forecast, I don't think until maybe next week we're supposed to get any more precipitation here, but that's always can change in a 48-hour period or less. If it was like later today, it's actually going to be super nice here. It's going to be in the mid 40s, and as you can see, we're in a cloud in the sky. Oh wow, look at the moon straight ahead of us there. That looks cool. Is it a full moon? Sure does look like a full moon. But yeah, it'll be super, super nice. This is probably the day I need to try and wire in my charger, or my line, I guess I should say, on my van. It's a little bit warmer, but I mean, really, if I go down south, I could always wire it in there. But I'd like to get it wired in now, because then I can say I'm driving south. Well, I'm not going to make it there in a day, so I'm going to stop overnight somewhere where it's going to be cold. So it'd be nice to, unless it's sunny out, I'm not going to be able to charge my batteries, and I'm going to need to use my heater, which is an electric heater, during the night if it's going to be cold. So it'd be nice to be able to charge my batteries while I'm driving or something, if need be. But I mean, it'll be really easy to wire this thing in, but I just need to get some sort of relay for one that I don't have. Last time I looked, I couldn't find one in this town, but I guess it's not really a relay, it's an isolation switch. It's really what I need. Actually, I might go try and get my Christmas tree today. Got myself a permit, so I can go cut down a tree. But it means I need to. I wish I wouldn't have sold my Sawzall now, but it's okay. I got a little handsaw I can use. Easiest way would be to put it on top of my van, but I don't want to damage my solar panels. I guess I could just get a small tree. I want to get one because I have high ceilings in my apartment, so I'd like to get kind of a bigger tree, but I can just get a small one and be fine. Face is still frozen. I'm glad. I mean, I couldn't find my mittens for a while, which was another reason why I didn't run on one of the days of vacation, because it was just as cold as today, only the real feel was single digits. And the day before I was running, and my fingers got so cold that it was so uncomfortable. Where if I wear mittens like now, I mean, these aren't incredibly heavy. I have a heavier set than this. These are my lighter weight mittens, and my hands are actually sweating. That's the difference. Like, if I wear finger gloves, my fingers just freeze, which is what I learned in my coaching certification course that I'm taking right now through USATF for ultra running. Is actually a common thing for like endurance runners, because all the blood is going to your legs. Today we'll take a lap around Mile Park, maybe. Today is supposed to be threshold day, but this week is kind of all messed up, so we're just trying to throw something together to not lose any fitness. So that's what this week is about. But I think we should be able to do probably, like tomorrow. That's what I was thinking about, doing Helena Ridge. I mean, there'll be some snow as you get back further in, but I don't think it would be too bad. And then I'd be able to do some like a steady state run, and then that way on Thursday I'd be able to just do a nice little longish easy run, mid-distance run, like around that 14 to 16 miles, and then because until I get to like 18, I don't really, for me that's not a long run until I hit around the 18 mile mark. 18 to 30 miles is my long run. And then from like 12 to, that 18 is like a mid-distance, typically where I do tempos. And then if I'm going to do like a fartlek or something, more interval, then I'm usually in that 8 to 12 mile range. But then Friday, I'm going to try and do Friday fartlek. Speaking of fartleks, even though I call it Friday fartlek, it's not a true fartlek. It's more of a interval, but really just depends on how I feel. I was thinking about it today, and the last time I did a fartlek was when I was here in Helena, like 4 years ago, and had messing with me, and I don't know what happened or how she did it, but somehow we were on one of the fast intervals. She wrapped the leash around her. I don't know, she like stepped over it or something, and then saw like a squirrel, and so she went one direction, and so as soon as the tension hit the end of the leash, because I always had one of those little bungee running leashes, so as soon as it hit the end of that, she did like a full flip in the air, like a barrel roll, and just hit the ground, and it scraped her face. I felt so bad, like it hit her side of her face. She looked at me like I did something and I didn't do anything. But she blamed me for it, that's for sure. She definitely blamed me for it. Oh, man. I know the reason why I am so incredibly gassy today. I made a soup. Some of my leftover Thanksgiving stuff that had Brussels sprouts in it. And Brussels sprouts always give me gas. Must be the 2 mile mark. Yep, 2 miles. Seems like we've gone a lot further than that. But it's only been 2 miles. Is my screen all? Looks like my camera might be all foggy. It could just be that I'm wearing sunglasses too. I get tired of the views. I know somewhere right up here there's a little trail that goes down to the street that we eventually want to get down on. Because I ran this way and there were some bikers that were continued on that way. And then I saw them going down the street before I turned on it. I need to do some exploring and figure out where that's at. But this is okay too. Don't mind. Oh. There's a pepper. I think he's notifying the whole neighborhood that. Oh, it could be this other guy, I was going to say. Or notifying the neighborhood that I was coming, but it was actually probably this other person. But it's okay. He's part of the neighborhood watch committee. Probably the founding member. Gosh dang, this is a nice house right here. It's a new house. It wasn't here last year, so it's like a brand new house. But man, that thing's nice. And sitting where it's located at, man, it would have an awesome view. It probably has a deck on the back end too. So it'll look like on the back of the little dining room area. It was pretty open. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's just an open area. It's probably where their family room is or whatever. Yeah, there's no deck, but man, that view. Huge windows. Right there. But that would be just a fantastic view. Oh. I need to buy me some new Rebel 3s, because if I can find any, because they're probably on a V4 now, but these ones are, the outsole is pretty much gone. The midsole still feels good with a lot of spring in it. It hasn't broken down too much. And I mean, they start off with not a lot of outsole, which is what I like about them. But it is pretty well worn out now. There's a few spots on the midfoot where I'm actually starting to wear into the midsole, because it's got a lot of exposed midsole. But it might be the shoes I wear for my race. But I'll have to buy a pair of like I said, I would guess and say they're probably on V4s, maybe even 5s by now. Because I think I got these ones on sale because they were coming out with the new version, and that was a year ago. Might even been more than a year ago by now, because I don't do a lot of road running in the last year, and I easily have probably 600 miles on these things. Train. Good thing we're trying not to cross the train tracks are out now. Because you never know if it's going to stop or if it's going to keep going up. It's coming from Helena, so I can see it heading towards the Continental Divide. So you never know if it's got to wait for a train coming down off the divide or not. And if that's the case, it is usually stopped across the train tracks up here on Head Lane, where I like to run. And you can wait 30, 45 minutes sometimes there, waiting for trains to pass. And if you're on the other side, you're stuck. The only way it's a not 10 mile, it'd be about a 6 mile detour to get around it. Sidewalk, I guess, but it's okay. I can't believe the kids aren't in school. I remember when I was way back when I was in school, walking to school in 6 feet of snow uphill both ways, which I never had to do. I always had a bus to jump on. But I was not walking to school, although I did try and walk home from school one day. I didn't make it. Luckily, my mom actually was driving home and saw me on the side of the road. Was able to pick me up. Because she didn't even know I was walking home. I was like, maybe like 8th grade. So like 13, 14 years old. But it was like 6 miles from home. Maybe we can make it.
have timing like that. But anyways, like Thanksgiving, we had, like, we'd usually have half a day on Wednesday, and then we'd have Thursday off, of course, because it's Thanksgiving. We'd have Friday off. We went back to work to school on Monday. Today's Tuesday. Kids aren't even in school. And I don't even think they were at school on Wednesday. I think they had Wednesday off. Like, how long do they have breaks for nowadays? Okay, I feel good, so I kind of want to do a lap around 10 Mile, but I also want to lift tonight and do some, maybe do an hour on the bike at the gym before I lift. I think we figured out that when I go back, I would be at about 7 miles on this loop. So if I do this, that's going to get me an extra 3, at least 2. That put me at 9-10 miles. I don't know. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do it. We'll do one lap. So I might get to 10. I don't even think I'll get to 10. I don't think it's 3 miles on this loop. I think it's only, if I do just the straight loop, I think it's only maybe 2. And then you have to add on this little extra, so I'll probably get 2.5. So I might get to about 9.5 miles maybe. We'll see. Which is fine. I just want to stay. I don't want to do any more than 10 or 11 miles this morning. Legs feel good though. They have a lot of pep in them. Need to finalize a training plan for one of my athletes here in the next couple days, and figure out if I'm going to change my training software or not. I don't think I will, but the nice thing about what I use is it's free for my athletes. Oh, jeez. It costs more for me, which sucks when it comes to the fact that most of my athletes are free because they're veterans and service members, but It'd be fine if I had a lot of paying athletes. It would help offset the cost, but that's the whole reason why I was thinking about changing. But one of the ones that I was thinking about changing would be cheaper for me because they get their money on the other side from athletes as well. But I don't want to do that. But overall, the cost is a lot cheaper because they look at it from a coach. I mean, from a business model, it makes sense. You know, instead of getting one fee, I guess you could say, of $150 a month on a coach, and then having, 100 athletes with free access, you're not making as much money as if you just charge like, $40 for a coach to use the platform, and then $10 per athlete. You make a lot more money off of that than the other way. We're going to see. I'm going to try and get through. USATF has a lot of good courses. I mean, I'm specifically doing the ultra running right now, but I want to do their just normal running. And they also have a sports psychology that I want to do. And even a race director, which I think would be interesting to go through. But a nice thing about doing these is there's a couple companies out there, coaching companies, that quite often will recruit from the people that have done this. And so I could do part-time maybe with some of them just to be able to make a little bit of extra money. But I don't want to do too much, because the one thing I love doing is, to personalize with all my athletes. Morning. And with all the other stuff I have going on, I don't want to affect being able to give full attention to my athletes. But I mean, I could take on, like right now, just for me, at my business, I could easily take on probably 15 more athletes, if I had to guess. Well, the CST is going somewhere. Wonder where they're going. Oh, there we go. We're already. It's a good thing I brought the battery. We're not even 50 minutes into it, and I had 100% charge on this thing before I left. This cold just sucks down the power out of my phone. I hit the button. There we go. Man, my hands are actually pretty dang sweaty inside my mittens. It's nice being able to have warm hands for a change. My heavier mittens that I got are really nice. I mean, they're rated, just the gloves themselves are rated at like -40, or the mittens, I should say, are rated at like -40. So for me, that'd be like 0 degrees, if even that. But you can also, they have the little pocket where you can put the hand warmer, the little hand warmer things that you can buy inside there, which is really nice. But they're like weatherproof, windproof, waterproof, that kind of stuff, where these are, they're windproof. I don't think they're waterproof though. Maybe they are, but they're a lot thinner too, these ones. So if I get down to like 10 degrees, I can't wear these ones anymore. I have to wear the other ones. And I got these ones free. I don't like wearing, I'll never buy Nike stuff. And these are Nike gloves that I've had for a long, long time that I got free somehow. Like as a door prize or something. I don't remember. Nike has some good stuff, but I don't know. They're doing a lot better, but I just don't like the way they treat a lot of their athletes and their I guess you could say public relations or whatever. What do you call it? CSR? Community support relations or whatever. I don't know. I mean, they're a big company that tries to increase their profits by doing whatever they can. Whether that's a sweatshop in China or whatever it is, and I'm very conscious about that kind of stuff. One of my new favorite running companies is actually Normal, who is doing a lot of great things with their environmentally focused. And they also do a lot for their athletes and community relations, that kind of stuff. I keep looking behind me because it sounds like somebody's coming up behind me. It'll just be something flopping around on my vest. But I'm very conscious about that kind of stuff. And it's not just in running gear. I'm conscious about that in all things, all companies. And that's why I don't know if I'm going to ever do another UTMB race. Now that they are just completely ruining the trail culture, which is something we feared about when Ironman bought them out. They're all about just making the buck, and they don't care what they do to the trail culture. So next year, I am going to put in for this next year, just because I have the running stones. But Probably be my last year. Now there is some races that I would like to do, UTMB races, but I think I'm gonna look for more of a local race to get the same vibe, because they exist out there. You just gotta search for it. I do kind of wish I would have at least brought a little bit of a water bottle, but I mean by now it'd be frozen. Not the inside the bottle, but the nipple to drink from would be frozen. I could always probably unscrew the cap and take a little sippy sip, because I could use a little sippy sip of water right now. I'll tell you what, after eating fairly healthy and then eating Thanksgiving, which, I mean, you can make Thanksgiving a lot healthier, but I'm a traditionalist from what, and it's gotta be lots of fat and whatever. I mean, I still make it healthier than like I had as a kid, but it's still not anywhere near healthy. But my gut has just been having problems. Just been having problems. And it's starting to fix itself again now. But man, it did not know how to take what I had given it. I think I went like 3 days without even pooping there. Which for me, if I'm not eating a lot or whatever, like an every other day poop is not uncommon with me. In fact, it's more normal for me than even an everyday poop. I've done never a more than once a day pooper. Which, I mean, TMI, but come on. We're runners. That's the stuff we talk about. But 3 days is very unusual. And that's what it was for me. I know it's from all the, like, stuffing. I love stuffing. But all that bread and plus, gosh, everything is pretty much it's full of sodium. All that was making me just retain so much water and all that. Yeah, and then I made some toffee, which I should not have made because I ate so much of that. Oh, look at the puppers. It's a good looking puppers right there. I mean, that pan of toffee that I made was probably like 8,000 calories, and I ate it all in 2 days. Well, I ate most of it, I guess I should say. I had a little bit of help eating it, but I definitely ate the vast majority of it. hit the grocery store today, but at the end of the month, I don't have a lot of monies left with the holiday and everything. Because even though I waited until the turkeys were really on sale. Because, you get closer to Thanksgiving and grocery stores start freaking out because now they have this surplus of turkeys they just need to get rid of. So I did save like a lot of money there. And, I mean, overall, it was like $150 that I saved, but I also spent like $120 or something just for. Well, I mean, I got more than what I just needed for the holiday, but still. But now my stuff is pretty well gone. I mean, I still got a lot of turkey left. And I got rice, so I get to eat rice and turkey. But I'd like to have some sort of greens, but I'll at least have to buy probably a big tin of, or big box, or whatever you want to call it, of spinach, fresh spinach, and then out of kombucha. I need some more of that, which is probably another reason why my gut's been so horrible, because I haven't had a kombucha since like Wednesday last week or something. Man, all things considered, it is just freaking gorgeous out here today. A little chilly. It's also going to warm up to be in the mid-40s later on. Starting to get a little bit tired, so they'll be feeling it by the time we get done with this. It is weird to see only 2 people here, or at least parked at the trailhead. There's probably more than that here because there's other few other places you could park, or just walk from the houses here around here. This was closer to the summertime where it's nicer out. It would be just packed. For this time of year, this is nice. I mean, the lows are right about where they normally are. Even the highs be in the mid 40s. It's typical for this time of year. Quite often, I should say, but some years though where it's like highs would be in the 20s and just loaded with snow on the ground still. This time of year typically here, especially this part of the state, you'll get like a snowstorm, but then it goes back up to normal temps, which is like what today is. So the snow will melt a little bit during the day, and after about a week there's not really a lot of snow, and then it'll snow again and that kind of stuff. But we did get snow, what was it, Thursday on Thanksgiving was the last snowstorm we got, and it was really maybe just at the most like a quarter inch or so inside down here in the valley. Up on the mountains it got a little bit more, but it wasn't a huge snowstorm. I'm gonna have to pee. Should we go over to the yeah, I think we're gonna make our way over to the little outhouse over here, little pit toilet. Because I still got another 4 miles to get back, and we're at almost 6, so we might almost hit 10. We might do it. It'll be close. I mean, I could always run down to the library, and definitely we'd hit 10. Most likely, I guess we'll find out when I get closer. But I would guess and say probably hit 10 miles today, this morning. And so that, with about an hour on the bike this afternoon or early evening, and then a little gym sesh after that, should make for a pretty decent day. All I really want to do is play Fortnite all day, because it is OG Fortnite right now, and it's gonna be a new season in like 3 or 4 days, or a new chapter, I should say. Even there's a motor coach over here that's for sale that is just ripe for a conversion, and it supposedly runs, and it's only like $7,500. I really want to get it, but I don't have place to put it or anything. I'll be right back. Oh man. Okay, let's put this back in our pocket. And then my hands are actually pretty warm. I probably don't need my gloves, but we'll put them on anyways. We'll put them on anyways. Because it is definitely feels a lot warmer out here. It is every bit of that feeling warmer. Anyways, this bus, that'd be an awesome thing to buy and convert. It's so much fun. And way bigger than what I currently have. The only problem is that I wouldn't be able to go a lot of the places. I'd have to definitely put some sort of a more rugged off-road type of suspension on it. It still wouldn't be like an off-road vehicle, but I mean, for at least you'd be able to take it on some of the rough, like gravel roads or whatever. It'd be really nice if you could put some sort of four-wheel drive conversion on it or something, but man, I can't even imagine how expensive that would be. Oh. But also, then again, gas mileage would suck. There was a spot I was just thinking inside my head about actually flowing pretty good for this time of year. I was thinking inside my head, like when I was leaving Black Canyon, that there was one spot that like I could get up it in my van if I took it careful. But there was a freaking RV that drove up there. Like a two-wheel drive, like not like a truck with a camper trailer, anything like that, or a camper shell or anything. This was like a full-on RV. Like not like a huge, like big RV, but you know, the smaller ones, like on a E550 chassis, you know, type of ones that drove up there. And I was like, that dude, whoever drove that up there is ballsy. Because one, I couldn't even believe the thing could make it up there. Because it's a steep climb to get up where it was at. But 2, man, my ass would be puckered up so tight driving up that thing in a vehicle like that. I don't know what would be worse, going up or going down. I know in my van, I'm always like, when I'm at Silverton or whatever, it's the going down that always freaks me out more than the going up. Because a lot of those Jeep trails that I drive on are pretty slippery with a lot of slope on them. And so you're taking it, nice and slow going down, and all of a sudden you start sliding a little bit. You try to stop. Well, you just continue sliding down. At least if you're going up, you can't slide up. So it just feels not as bad to me going uphill versus downhill. And in a vehicle like that, and with the RV, it'd be really easy for when you start going down. If you slip just a little bit and that back end goes out, you're tipping over. There's a lot of Fish, Wildlife, and Park people here today. I wonder if they're got some sort of conference or something going on. Or maybe they're just doing some work on the park here, who knows? Landscaping people that are doing some work around the building, but they're not all the people parked over there. Because those are actually, they have the Fish, Wildlife, and Parks emblems on their trucks. And these guys here, well, I mean, we went by the truck that said landscape engineering on it. One thing about running in when it's a little bit cold like this, and it's even more so when it's, hovering around 5 degrees. And that's Fahrenheit, by the way. It kind of makes your throat hurt a little bit. So it's like, if I didn't know any better, I'd be like, man, am I getting sick? I know I'm not, but, well, I guess I don't know that I'm not. That's not what this is from, let's put it that way. It's definitely from breathing the cold air. Just makes your throat feel kind of rough. So today, my goal is to not play Fortnite. And I'm going to knock out as much of my training as I can, plus work on my website a bit. I need to put just a landing page, because I got that thing all jacked up now. In the words of a guy I used to work with who messed up. I had this, so there's this product we had to send. This when I was in the military. This 2-star every day, or not every day, but every month. And this guy would spend a whole week every month getting this thing, this presentation and whatever you want to call it. It was on PowerPoint slides, but he would spend a whole week getting it ready to send up to the 2-star. And then he deployed and I took over his job while I was gone. And I took this thing and I'm like, saw how he was doing it. Like he was manually generating all this stuff and off of Excel spreadsheets and sometimes not even Excel spreadsheet. He was even manually inputting a lot of information on an Excel spreadsheet. I'm like, you take this tabulated data straight off the website and just export it and right into a CSV. And then I hyperlinked all these different charts and whatever in the PowerPoint slides. So all you had to do was just export the data into the CSV. All you had to do. And this guy, he never could understand any of that stuff. So he started to do it manually again. Well, everything was hyperlinked, so now everything's all left up. And I just hear I was off his door. This is when he got back. And so this was the one thing they gave him to be able to do, because they had no confidence in him for anything else. But there's a kitty sitting on a fence post. Must be looking for some ice or whatever. Hi, can I say hi? Oh, hello, hi. Yeah, okay, you just sit there and I gotta run. But it was nice chatting with you. Anyways, I'm sitting there working on other stuff, and I hear this guy in his office all of a sudden just yell out, I got this thing effed up so much I can't reverse it. Because you know how you can hit the undo button if you mess something up? Yeah, he literally did have that thing so messed up he couldn't reverse it. There was no more undo button. And he had to just rebuild it the way he did it. I'm like, whatever. Like, it would literally take me half an hour to create this thing with all the hyperlinks. I mean, it took me a few days to build it. Once it was built, it took a half hour out of my month to update that thing. And now this guy comes back to taking a whole week. I mean, I guess job security, but I am definitely a work smarter, not harder type of guy. Except when it comes to running and coaching. If you want to meet your goals, you have to work smarter and work harder. So you're going to be at the top of your game. I've been working smarter lately, but not harder. I gotta get the harder done. And that'd be why I haven't met my goals. Keep turning around hoping that cat's not like running after me. Granted, I could have a cat in my apartment, but they're not the best when it comes to living the van life, even though I do know a couple people out there that do have cats that live the van life more full-time than I do. At least right now. I guess the last 2 years I've been full-time, but now I'm just part-time. But I really want a cat right now. I do like cats. I like doggies. I mean, if I was to get a cat, now it'd be the perfect time when I get my little puppers, because then they can grow up together. But, oh. Who is that? Oh, it's Rachel. Oh, you drove all the way through? Holy cow. Oh, 02. Dang. Oh, man. Sorry. My face is going right into the sun, so I don't know how long ago you put the comment in there. I just finally got in some shade that I could see it. And you went to work. I thought you just had your appointment today. Oh. Now you're off. Well, if it makes you feel any better. I mean, I didn't go to bed until about 10:30 last night, and didn't wake up until about 6:30. I don't know how that would make you feel better. I just wanted to say that. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. What was left of a dead bird right there, just laying on the trail. That's kind of gross. Super AGR heavy, but that's good for your actual career as an AGR, though. And you got to think about it. 90% of your job right now is AGR stuff. Only like 10% of it is M-Day assignment stuff. That's why it's always kind of screwy, I guess you could say, when you're talking clasp assignments as an AGR, because no, they are supposed to be whatever you do the most. Because all's they care about, like if you go in front of a DA board, I don't know how North Dakota does their promotions, if they do unit vacancy heavy promotions or if they rely on DA board, but all the DA board cares about, that like your rank is, the duty position says platoon leader or something equivalent, and then the overall rating, because they only have like 40 seconds to look at this stuff per person. That's all they care about. And then the first line and the last line on the senior rater's comment, which should be basically saying something equivalent of, top 10% of lieutenants I senior rate or something, some way given a ranking, even though you're not supposed to just give out a straight ranking. But, and then the last one, which should say, talk about like your like follow-ons, both follow-on education and follow-on potential like assignments, I guess you could say. That's all they care about. That's all they, not necessarily all they care about, that's all they have time to read. And that's what they make their decisions on. Top 1/3 is good. Yep. No, that's actually a great comment. So that means if you go in front of a DA board, you will definitely be DA select. If it said middle third or bottom third, then it's all about, like, just that right there alone means that you would get DA select. But if it said like middle third, then they look and see, they'll get more scrutiny into your assignments, which is on your, well, they're not allowed to. Oh no, they still can look at your, what do they call it, soldier record brief now. They don't call it an ORB and ERB, it's just an SRB. To see what your duty assignments have been, and then what your education level is. And since you're already doing phase 1 of CCC, then you're already with just that 1/3, you select easy. So if you're like middle third, bottom third, haven't started Captain's Career course or finished, and you'll probably be finished by the time you go in front of a DA board, if that's what they make you do. But a lot of states other than Montana will try and do straight vacancy promotions, but it all depends on timing. Usually they're so short captains in all different units that they do unit vacancy promotions. Montana, maybe it's changed now that they have a new leadership, but they've never been a fan of doing UVPs unless you're like the top 1 or 2 peoples. Other than that, the only thing that the actual comments in your OER matter for is if you're going in front of a career management board, which then you want it to be AGR specific because they're talking about your next AGR job. Oh, Everybody out here must be running. Got the fitness bug since they had Thanksgiving. They've just been doing a run walk this whole time. Oh man, I am starting to feel the legs a little bit now. Oh, you'd be surprised. Once you get going, you'll wake up a bit. I'm going to cross now because traffic is clear now. It may not be like the best run in the world, but you'd feel better afterwards. Plus, if you're gonna start running more ultras, you're gonna have to get used to running while you're tired. Which is different than running on sleep deprivation. Two separate things. The night before your race, you'll probably be lucky if you get like 3 hours of sleep, because you'll be so nervous and anxious for the race. But really, from a physiological standpoint, the most important sleep is actually 2 nights before. As well as pre-race meal. People that carb load like the night before a marathon, all you're doing is, it has no benefit for you because it takes about 24 hours for your glycogen reserves in your legs to build up. So if you're eating a huge spaghetti meal 12 hours before your race, all you're doing is weighing yourself down with some heavy carbs in your gut for your race. No. Eat your big spaghetti meal 2 nights before your race, and then the night before just eat something nice and light. That's all you need. Now you're getting a solid 8 hours. Yeah, I always say that as well, and then I end up getting like 3 or 4 hours tops. And for me, like, racing is, I've done so much of it that it's not a big deal, but I still have issues. Mostly because I'm like, I try and set out all my gear the night before, but I will just sit there and be like, okay, did I actually get everything ready or not? And I just worry about, I'm going to forget something in the morning or stuff like that. Although, I mean, realistically, as long as you have a water bottle, you could actually probably make it through any race relying on the aid stations. So you can forget everything. And even depending on the race, you can forget a water bottle. be able to race. Just need your shoes and your bib. Where am I at mileage-wise? I probably am going to get 10 miles. It'd be pretty close anyways. Not exactly what I was setting out to do today. I thought I'd be lucky to get 4. Oh, before I left, speaking of being tired, I was just like, I was falling asleep before I was getting ready to go, and that's after taking free workout even, and drink a cup of coffee. Oh man, this hill. It shouldn't be that much, but man, it is definitely much. The heck? Oh, is that a laughing emote or emoji? It's like, what the heck is that? I wish I owned a little Cessna. Random thought, because there's a little Cessna going overhead, but I wish I owned a little Cessna that I could just fly to wherever I wanted to. It'd be so much fun. Oh man, I feel sorry for people when I go to the store, because it's always right after a run. Because I know if I go and shower directly, change my clothes and whatever, I ain't leaving. I'm not leaving to go do anything, doing all the stuff I need to get done. So I just immediately go, man, I'm probably all stinky and everybody can smell me from a mile away. I only say that because I need to run to the store. Right after I get done here. My sound alerts, I don't know why they're not working right now. That's been an issue. Barfbag tried to get some the other day. But I can easily give you your points back when I get back. I need to just remove those for right now until I can get them working. I don't know why they're not working. And I'm not the only streamer that's been having issues with that. Like even yesterday, when I was watching Hulu for a little bit, first sound alerts weren't working. I put the hamburger and the pizza emote on there just for Barfbag, since he's always talking about pizza and burgers and stuff like that. I need to put a hot dog one on there too. Oh man, so many hills. I used to have my emote wall turned on too. So every time you did an emote, it was supposed to have a wall of that emote, but I doubt it's working either. Because that's on the same as my sound alerts. How far am I running today? Well, my goal was 4 miles, between 4 and 5 miles, but I'm at 9.4 right now, so I will probably make it to 10 miles. And then this afternoon or early evening or whatever, I'm gonna run out to the gym and probably do an hour on the bike and then do some lifting as well. So maybe if there's nobody at the gym, I might go live. Of course, while I'm on the bike, I could easily go live. It would just be lifting afterwards that I'd have to. That would depend on if there's a lot of people there or not. Fun times, yep. Fun times. 22 degrees out here. Some ladies out here wearing shorts. Shorts and fuzzy slippers. Ooh. Got a little bit of the hiccups. Wow, this is a long light for only having like 2 cars go through. I could technically go across now, but I mean, I get it, because there's no like button to push for pedestrians, so you gotta have the light long enough whenever it does change to allow for pedestrians to cross. But it still seemed a little bit ridiculous. Okay, how far are we? We're at far enough. It should be perfect to end at about a 9.97 or something. Just to bug all the OCD haters out there that'll be looking at my Strava. Although those are the ones I like to post the little exported run data stuff too on my Instagram, so that lots of people get to see it. I get more DMs from people that are like, why didn't you just go the little, the extra 20 feet to get your, make it an even 10. And it's like, I do it on purpose just so that people see it and throws off their OCD, makes them glitch. Okay. we at here? Oh, perfect. 9.96. Okay, well, that's going to be it for this morning's run. I will most likely see you for tonight's gym sesh, but we'll see. Again, it depends on how busy it is. I don't really see it going to be that busy, but anyways, for those of you on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, and then come on over to Twitch, hit the follow button if you haven't already, and follow me on my socials down in the description, and I will see you guys whenever my next one happens to be. But bye everybody, love y'all, and I'll see you guys next time.